Bahrain have adjusted accordingly to their mistakes in the game prior. So I'm just really excited to jump into the Land of Dawn to see if United Arab Emirates can continue the pattern of 2-0s, clean sweeps in day number 1 of the Asian regional qualifiers, or if Bahrain can stop that, can stop the train, stop the pattern, and maybe get a dub here to start our first ever full 3-game series.
Yeah, hopefully that will be the case here, because I really want to see close game, a very intense game if we can have it inside of the Land of Dawn. But A3 going for a high and dry, while for the side of Martis we'll be having the Demon Slayer. This is like typical kind of emblem that we'll be using inside of this game, but 7M done in top lane. This is the aggressive movement. This is a signature movement from the side of Team UAE.
Remember what we said though, right? The Melissa does really well against the Brody, and that's why we didn't see the... Well, that's why we saw the Melissa banned out earlier. Viper putting some pressure down. Takiza still has Retribution. Decides to utilize it here a bit late, but it's fine as long as it gets the job done. Secures it freely for the team.
Yeah, and right now, with the movement that is being brought by UAE, actually, with all of the pressure in this kind of like less than 2 minutes, they still want to have the same kind of concept like the first game, to have like a very good setup to try to punish everyone from the side of the opponent. But energy impact along with cross crow here, still using the wings by wings to run away. But I think like the moment he's having the Barrage rack, it's going to be helping a lot to have a very good war. It depends how is the setup that will be brought by the side of team UAE or Bahrain in terms of picking off the players here.
Here, already a bit of killing pressure placed down as well. Onto Takiza, whoa! Random Tyrant's Revenge from out of nowhere there, also connecting onto Takiza. Unfortunately for United Arab Emirates, the regen wasn't popped first. Now for the mid lane, they haven't rotated to down below. It's still going to be Jed, who tries to look for an opening here, trying to get level 4 right now, but it's going to be Look at Me who finds it first. The final slash is available, but he decides to flicker out to safety. Mo able to clear out the waves. The pressure now is on for United Arab Emirates. Bahrain have a man advantage, but Takiza actually resetted the turtle despite having more pressure to play with, which can give United Arab Emirates some more room to actually walk in. And that's exactly what they do. They're trying to punish the little mistake that Bahrain made. Takiza needs to be careful here. Tyrant's Revenge is going to be popped in. The Mortal Coil is used up, and they have conceded the turtle. United Arab Emirates as well, not going to go for it. All they wanted to do was reset. They want to go for the purple buff first to give A3 the proper buffs to look for a fight.
But the Terror Revenge again here from 7M Dan here. He's waiting for a perfect moment to actually trying to pick off somebody from Bahrain's side. But in the top lane, we're seeing that actually Matt along with BUS is actually pretty calm here. They're doing their job, try to farm, try to get what they want. But the Red Red Strike tries to zone the players coming from UAE here, Mirko.
Oh, beautiful flicker there with the Tyrant's Revenge. It actually catches Takiza right now with the resets happening with a vengeance. First blood over to United Arab Emirates. Bahrain bit a bit too much than they can chew. They got the neutral objective, yet they stayed for the fight.
Yeah, they stay for the fight. They're losing a member, and it's a Takiza. The one that he is being picked off by UAE here. It's actually unfortunate, to be honest, because they were having a very good barrier just now. They are zoning out the player using the Barrage track, but in the bottom lane, we will be having a shadow kill to focus on Look at Me, and he still survived for this one. But in the top lane, Mirko.
Well played by Look at Me. Down below here, Buez actually already using the Inspire as the Tyrant's Revenge actually connected, but he wasn't able to find the Tyrant's Rage. Mo with a beautiful Purify to escape. Troy looking for some more pressure down below. It's going to be a trade back from United Arab Emirates. That's the Riot's Revenge and the Rage. Troy going to be locked down here, but it's only the Roamer. Mad free hitting onto the back right now. Torn apart memory. Popped and used. But I feel like the targeting was a bit off for Bahrain. They could have gotten the kill on the Melissa. They instead focused down the Kufra. And that will give United Arab Emirates some more room again to recall and come back into the lane like nothing's happened.
Actually, United Arab Emirates was being forced to do a lot of resource use in the top lane just now. Bahrain was trying to focus to get over the gold lane shield here in the top lane, and that's what the Brody was trying to do towards this Melissa, but the Melissa, with the range that he's having with the go away, actually will be able to survive the condition that is being brought on the top lane. Despite that, look at me, is trying so hard to seeking for the moment here, but in the top lane, Tyro Revenge.
Oh, beautiful bait as well, though. The go-away is placed down. Still going to be a 1-for-1 trade. That's definitely worth it for United Arab. Nope, actually, Bahrain actually cleared the wave. United Arab Emirates are going to lose. Well, BAHRAIN is actually going to lose one big cannon minion with some gold. A3 is looking for a steal right now. Pops into Quad Shadow. Takiza still on it. Retry battle 50-50. And it's Takiza who secures it with a Mortal Coil with that anti-CC to escape from the Kadira.
And the I3 didn't even put the retribution battle on. And at the moment, he is just like letting Takiza taking it with the very hard situation to dive in using the Quad Shadow just now. But in the bottom lane, look at me, unable to secure the turret, and maybe even will be able to be picked off here by the presence of Arlot. But yeah, running away from Arlot and able to survive from this kind of condition. It's 6 minutes. It's a lot of action that happens inside of the Land of Dawn. But only 3 kills happen so far, and it's 2,000 gold lead by the hand of UAE right now. So far, they are having a very good condition, but Bahrain able to actually slow the tempo coming from UAE. This is the plan that they are maybe trying to get, try to drag the game to mid to the late game, but will that happen for the Brody? Because Brody already being picked off once here. He really needs item to have penetration to be given to the side of UAE itself.
You know, there's something that I actually just noticed here. It's the fact that Viper actually is on a flicker, not a standard petrify, right? And honestly, in this game, I'm not too sure about that. I think the petrify would have been able to do so much more. But there you go. That's going to be the Divine Judgment used up already. The Breath of the Ocean as well. Viper, not sure about this. Still wanting to go for Takiza. Baits him in. That's a shadow kill onto the back right now. No Divine Judgment. And 7M Dan charges into Tyrant's Revenge. But there's no more follow-up. They utilize that killing pressure to go into the mid lane to force them away from the turret as Jet is rotated as well. And it should just be a free turret picked up for United Arab Emirates. Beautiful Quad Shadow placement to take it away and to flank the turret.
Oh, yeah. But just like what you've mentioned, I just noticed the Viper with the flicker just now. Yeah, he can stealth himself just now using the flicker, but that's why they are unable to have a proper setup. Maybe they are depending with the turret and arrow rebate just like in the top lane right now.
My goodness gracious, 7M Dan continues to push on the pace, just stepping on that gas pedal, not letting go at all. No breaks here today, always just going in and initiating. Mad was forced to flicker, Moh was forced to purify, but it did not matter at all as A3 picks up a lot of gold down below, able to push in the turret as well. Now the mid lane is going to be pressured at the same time as that top lane, and it gives so much pressure back again to United Arab Emirates to do the same thing they did, and it's going to be Troy who gets caught, taken out. BAHRAIN's third kill of the game. A3 even in the mid lane with the Quad Shadow, able to escape. Takiza hasn't been able to really shut A3 down. BAHRAIN now walking back with the Inspire still holding on to it right now. Pops it finally as that's going to the Bravest Fighter onto the back line. 7M Dan looking for the engage, but the final slash finds Mad, and it should just be another kill picked up. He jumps into the Vengeance one more time, flickers out to safety, and it zones Bahrain away from the tier 2. United Arab Emirates getting clean team fights across the board.
And there are only like 4 members to fight on that particular moment. They're just jumping in with a lot of resources that they have. They just prepare with the resource that they have with the rock waves, with the breath of ocean, along with the Tyro Rage that was ready for 7M Dan in case someone from Bahrain wants to jump in. But with this level of confidence and also the damage that is given by Melissa, they are melting down every single turrets here from the side of BAHRAIN. And look at that one, already having the corrosive side, Demon Hunter Sword, a lot with the golden staff. The attack speed will be very huge coming from this Melissa. Along with the penetration from this Hayabusa after getting that Malefic Roar, despite he is having 0-0-0 on the KDA list here.
Even there, you can already see the hesitation from BAHRAIN, man. The quad shadow was very visible for Troy, but he felt like maybe it was just a bait. Maybe the entire team was waiting down there. And with a lot of the plays... Oh, wow! Wow! Beautiful steal by Takiza! Just with the first skill alone, not even utilizing the retribution. But back to the point here, because a lot of the times that Troy's been trying to going for proactive movements, he's been punished. He's not able to make those proactive movements anymore. He's lost that confidence, and that's definitely going to hurt the team with the Kaja. 7M Dan charging the Tyrant's Revenge, looking for the play, cancelled out. Another beautiful first skill by Takiza.
Yeah, and I think like that barrier that being put by UAE, especially 7M Dan in the front, nearby the orange buff, what makes the Lord taken easily by the side of UAE. It's just very free for this Hayabusa along with the Melissa to clear it out. And with the Lord that is marching to the mid lane, they're supposed to take the outer threat to his whole plate and maybe even trying to contest, going for the base, despite that it's not even the charged Lord, so they are not going to be that easy for them to try to get over the base, but maybe picking off the hero from BAHRAIN will be the case here, because 7M Dan is much more famous for the setup movement that can be brought by the Star Rage and Star Revenge from Kufra.
Whoa. Okay, final slash used up there. Divine Judgment trying to punish Jed, but you're still gonna be able to escape, man. Two big ultimates utilized already, and that's gonna be the mid lane turret for sure taken out of play. For the airstrike as well, onto Jed, that's a lot of damage with the final splash! 5-3 members now, Boaz is free hitting, but the torn apart memory will not be there for Mad. They don't get the punish down, and even in the top side, that flicker is doing a lot for United Arab Emirates. Even in the back, that's gonna be the shadow kill popped in, even the quad shadow to escape. Troy unable to lock this Hayabusa down. Base turret has been taken out with the First Lord. Incredible value from United Arab Emirates as Takiza walks back in front. Not sure about there's no Mortal Coil. Tyrant's Revenge locking him down, and that's going to be the Quad Shadow and Viper as well with a follow-up, but it's a torn apart memory to take a kill back into the hands of Mad. It's still just going to be one base turret taken down. BAHRAIN are able to defend, but they've lost so much.
Ho 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 ho! This is just looking not so good for BAHRAIN. They are losing one base turret in the mid lane, almost losing out the bottom lane one, but the growth that they were having is just like pretty much stacked here. We see that actually Matt already having the half assist along with the Malefic Roar, maybe planning going for the another Wind of Nature to actually prevent the damage that can be given by the Hayabusa or maybe even the Melissa, since Melissa already have the Wind of Nature. So whenever they are engaging, it's gonna be super painful. But the Farsha actually going to the late game, the later the game, I guess like the damage coming from Farsha is just gonna be so good. That's why the Farsha really need to take care over the positioning here. If BAHRAIN want to win over the high ground situation, the initiation coming from the Lapu Lapu along with the follow-up from the Farsha will be needed. So I think like not being picked up outside of the base will be the key here for BAHRAIN, because most of the times they are always getting caught outside of that one.
Whoa, walking up too aggressive. Oh, there's a flicker as well there. The Tart's Rage unable to connect right now, but there's a lot of resources. Whoa, they want to go in with the bravest fighter. Look at me, not too sure about that, man. Your whole team is going to be zoned away and you're isolated. A3 isolated himself, now taken out 1-for-1. Jungler down for XP lane. BAHRAIN definitely got the better value trade. Not too sure why A3 jumped in all alone there. He didn't even bait out the Divine Judgment, so BAHRAIN are still very healthy when it comes to looking for a team fight right now.
Maybe he really wants to get a kill towards this Mo or maybe even Matt here that is being well protected by BAHRAIN. Just like what we are seeing just now, almost getting picked up, but the wings by wings saved the Farsha. But now it's the moment for the second Lord and the damage. Ooh, Viper!
That's a flicker though. Viper is gonna fall right now, but look at Buez. What a nature, buying a little bit more time, but Mad should fall here. Whoa, Mad still able to outplay, finding the kill back. Look at me with a stun, unable to connect. Now they're chasing Mad down. Jed looking for the play, gonna be chunked down. Vengeance popped in, the reset's not coming through. Mad not able to do it. For Bahrain, he will fall to Jed, who still was able to find the resets on the Vengeance. And this should be it, Bella. That's going to be A3 jumping in now with a shadow kill as well. Onto the minion waves, clearing it out. As look at me, jumps in with the stun. Tekiza has rotated back in, respawning into the game. A3 trying to go for the base. Troy with no divine judgment, the base wide open. 7M Dan looking for the opening once again, look for the initiation. Another turret falls up top. Base turret very, very low. But they will not be able to end it for now.
Oh, they're still looking for chances here, Mirko. They're still trying to hold it up. The Pharaoh Strike actually having really good positioning, but the Divine Judgment focusing over the A3 here, being picked up. And not only that, but 7M Dan also being picked up. 2 members and Viper almost getting countered here, Mirko.
You gotta be really careful though. United Arab Emirates, they kind of overextended, overcommitted onto the base right there. Buez was nowhere to be seen. He was just respawning in, yet they still tried to force it. And for Bahrain, they still have, I guess, another day where they can actually just stay in this game. It's still gonna be another Lord for United Arab Emirates, but it feels like if Bahrain aren't able to contest for the Lord, they're just prolonging the inevitable.
Yeah, I think like if they are unable to actually try to go for it, I don't think that there was any initiation towards the Lord. They just like watch them take it, despite that they know they are doing the initiation towards the Lord because of the presence coming from the 7 and 10. But I think based on the replay, we can see that actually how the Divine Judgment focusing over the A3, it's just like looking so good. Like the rest of the player from United Arab Emirates doesn't want to go for it. They just like, okay, let's be disciplined, let's just go back, don't let them take what they want, despite that they're already securing 2 points. And 7M Dan, they really need an opening coming from this 7M Dan. If they are unable to really opening up moment right there, it's just going to be a pretty much a huge problem here for the side of team Bahrain. That's why from their side, they're just like protecting their base. But if they're up, it's gonna be over.
Okay, Troy still has the flicker, uses it up defensively. Running away now, but look at the flanks coming in. Viper's looking for a Tekiza with a Mortal Coil, but that just might be an opening for, yup, there you go. The Breath of the Ocean connecting, the rough waves. Tekiza's been taken down, now the turret's raging! The final slash onto the back! Look at me, the stun, buying a little bit more time, but the sustain is not enough. Jed will fall, but that's another Terror's Revenge. And look at the Muddles doing all the damage in the world. Mo all alone, left to defend, now the Feather Airstrike, needing some damage, but the dive is too... United Arab Emirates with a clean sweep.
Another clean sweep here, 2-0 for UAE here after seeing a very intense last minute here. We can see that actually how everything is just like being so intense, going for the last 5 minutes. Everything is just being used, trying to push it back. And look at me actually stopping a lot of movement coming from the side of UAE, but back again without any damage. I think like look at me will not be able to actually pick up the players coming from the side of UAE side. The UAE just like focusing, okay, let's melt down this Lapu-Lapu and we can go further. And I think the Divine Judgment is the key, but the Melissa on the back, really on the back of the positioning is just like being hard to touch it. It's untouchable. Really hard for the rest of the player. Yeah. It's really hard for the rest of the player from Bahrain to actually dive in. They were having the Martis, but it's not that easy to actually jump into that area because if he jumps, it means that he might get taken down with all of the damage that can be provided by UAE. So yeah, still a good game, well played for Bahrain. You still do your best job here going for the qualifier, but congratulations for UAE that is already winning for this match.
Congratulations to UAE with a phenomenal performance. Though we did not get our first full best of 3 Vela, that was definitely the closest series, right? I mean, from the entire set of matches today so far, the third match was definitely the closest, the most nail-biting there. There's a little bit of there's a little bit of back-to-back. There's a lot of fights going on where Bahrain were able to actually win, but in the end, UAE, with their disciplined gameplay, they were able to push the tempo, to push it all the way up to that